Neno hili si hivyo. Mambo ni matatu.
Ladies and gentlemen, good morning and welcome back to our channel once again. And it is my hope and prayer that the video is going to find you guys in good health. Personally, I am fine, as you can see. Kisumu is fantastic, and maybe you could also let me know where you are watching the video from, the county or the country, in case you are out of the republic. Ladies and gentlemen, Rigathi Gachagua yesterday concluded his 3-day retreat in Mombasa with his allies from Mount Kenya. And Rigathi Gachagua addressed several issues. One of the issues Rigathi Gachagua addressed was the issue of the absence of Cleophas Malala from his activities. We all know that Malala was a constant figure around Rigathi Gachagua, but he's been missing for several weeks. He addressed that.
Cleo Malala ni kiongozi shupavu na ni kiongozi wa msimamo. Cleo Malala alikuwa Kakamega na ile Malala Super Cup. Alafu akapata homa kali sana. Okay. Akaniomba ruhusa apumzike kidogo ndio arejee kwa mambo ya chama.
The second issue he addressed is the issue of the joint presidential candidates by the united opposition. According to Rigathi Gachagua, they will name their presidential candidate next year. But that's contradicting what Kalonzo Musyoka and his allies are saying. According to Kalonzo Musyoka and his allies, they want the presidential candidate to be named this year. Not this year. They have a deadline of March. And if that candidate will not be named by March, then Kalonzo Musyoka is going to declare himself a presidential candidate.
When do we expect a presidential candidate for united opposition?
Hatuna haraka ndugu yangu Mwaura, because unajua mambo ya kusikizana tupate mtu mmoja ni kibarua. Kwa sababu lazima tuketi tuongee na tuangalie kila kitu. Wakati huu tumependekeza kila mtu atafute umaarufu wake. Sisi wale wanataka kiti cha urais ni wengi, mimi nikiwemo, Martha Karua kiwemo, Kalonzo Musyoka, Fred Matiang'i, George Natembea, Eugene Wamalwa, Okiya Omtata. Kila mtu atafute umaarufu wake. Tutakuja kuongea hapo mbele. Rais Mwai Kibaki aliteuliwa kuwa mgombea wa kiti cha urais wa kipekee tariki 14 mwezi wa 10 2002. Uchaguzi ulikuwa umebaki miezi 2 na siku 13, na alipotajwa alienda mpaka akashikua mshindi. Kwa hivyo tuko na nafasi mwaka ujao, mwezi wa 2, mwezi wa 3, mwezi wa 4. Hakuna haraka.
And the third issue which he addressed, which is going to form the basis of this analysis, is the issue of defectors from DCP party to UDA party. We all know that several leaders allied to Rigathi Gachagua are currently defecting to UDA party. And according to Rigathi Gachagua, they are defecting because they were not even his supporters in the first place, that they were planted by William Samoei Arap Ruto. Ladies and gentlemen, for those who've been following this channel, there is something I opined on this platform, that one of the issues Rigathi Gachagua was going to deal with was the issue of infiltration. If there's one thing you have to give William Ruto credit for, is that he knows how to infiltrate camps. And I want.
Lakini hao watu ya Ruto unajua wamekwama. Kazi yao sasa ni uvumi. Huyu unatoka, huyu unatoka. Kama kuna watu ambaye walikuwa ni SPIES ya William Ruto kwa chama yangu. Na wakuwa watu wangu, ni watu ya Ruto na tulijua. Ni siku tu ilikuwa inabaki watangaze pahali wako, lakini katika timu yangu yote tulijua hao ni watu ya Ruto, ni maspy, ni MOLES. Sasa wameenda tu pahali walikuwa, ni kutangaza tu wametangaza. Hakuna mtu ametoka kwetu, na hakuna mtu anatoka. Nimekuwa hapa na bunge zaidi ya 20 leo. Hata wengine walikuwa wanatajwa sijui haonekani, watu walikuwa katika holiday. Sasa sio lazima ati kila mtu aonekane na mimi kila siku ndio julikane yako DCP. Hawa wabunge wote walidiomba ruhusa waende wakae Christmas na familia zao na mwaka mpya, na ndio umeona na wamekuja kuniona hapa wote. DCP iko intact, hakuna mtu atatoka, na wale wanatoka ni ile ngano na zawani. Hii ndio mwaka hii ya 2026 kati ya sasa na mwezi ya 3. Tunataka watu wajuane. Na mimi nataka ile watu yote wametumwa na Ruto kwangu, nataka nitoe wote, nimeanza kutoa.
Hii chama ya DCP ni chama ambayo tulikuwa tumeiheshimu, tulikuwa tumeiona kama kuna mwelekeo, lakini siku ya leo nataka kuambia Wakenya tujihadhari kwa vyama za utaperi, vyama ambazo zinaundwa na watu wa siasa ambao walitimuliwa kwa serikali. Wanaunda vyama ambazo zitaharibu imani na sheria ambazo ziko Kenya hii.
In this video, I want us to talk about these defections because they are from DCP to UDA. Before we do that, for those who are watching this channel for the first time, please take a second or two, click the subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. And to the subscribers, I want to continue thanking you guys for your continued support. Because without that support, this channel cannot be where it is. Ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, allow me to dive in. This is a question which I've been asking, and I think in my last video, I said that was the last time I was asking that question. But I did another video the other day, and something told me to ask that question again. Is Mount Kenya one term or is Mount Kenya two term? And why are we seeing DCP leaders defecting, not to any other political party, but to UDA party? What message are they sending? And why is Rigathi Gachagua now trying to convince us that these defectors were actually MOLES? Which begs several questions. The first question I want to ask, is Rigathi Gachagua acknowledging that indeed his allies have left? The truth is, and this is the truth is, politics is a perceptual game. How you perceive it. When Rigathi Gachagua was impeached, we actually saw mass movement from William Ruto's side to Rigathi Gachagua's side. In fact, it reached a point where even those who are supporting William Ruto would not dare from the mountain. Most of them were actually hiding. It took almost 9 months for the MPs who voted for the impeachment of Rigathi Gachagua to start going to the ground. But now, we are seeing these guys making a retreat. They're not defecting back to where they came from. Do you want to believe that they are doing that because Ruto sent them to go and spy? No, I don't think so. I think there is a mistake somewhere which Rigathi Gachagua need to fix. There's something wrong somewhere. And unless he's going to fix it, he's going to be alone. Just the other day while he was in Mombasa, William Ruto was in Nyeri, where he held a major political event. Politics is a perceptual game. So he's accepting that indeed his allies are leaving. Number two, if indeed these guys who are defecting were William Ruto's MOLES, the question is, how many more are still left? How many more? Because this is something, for me, I'm not surprised that Ruto planted MOLES. Ruto is good at that. In ODM party, and allow me to talk about the 2017 presidential elections, because I participated fully in that campaign. I was right somewhere there. Uhuru Kenyatta was the president competing against Raila. Ruto was the deputy. Then at the secretariat, they implanted people. Someone like Winnie Odinga, we warned her. She refused to listen. And some of these people, she's the one who recruited without knowing. She's the one. We warned. And I remember a few days to the election, some of those people who are managing the communications started telling us, we should be ready, prepared for any eventuality, so that even if we don't win, we just accept results. That's when Winnie realized that she was working with MOLES. They were planted. In the last election, William Ruto planted people right in the middle of Uhuru Raila elite team. Monica Joma was planted there, several others. So that these guys would talk, would strategize. You can imagine, you have a group of 5 top planning for you how to win. Then 2 of them are spies. So the question is, out of the ones who are in Mombasa, how many are still spies there, Mr. Rigathi Gachagua? And my third question, if Rigathi is saying that Ruto planted spies, and we saw some of these guys attending his strategy meetings, was he aware that they were spies? Ladies and gentlemen, politics is a very interesting game. And what is he not doing right? Because clearly something is off. The Rigathi Gachagua of today is not the Rigathi Gachagua of last year, October. It's not Rigathi Gachagua of June last year, when he was at his peak. Rigathi is rained on completely. His allies don't want to listen to that. But it will be late before they realize that something is wrong somewhere. But important question, which is my last question, will these defectors or defections affect him? I want to tell you how they are going to affect Rigathi Gachagua in a very big way. You see, Rigathi Gachagua has fashioned his campaign around MPs. What he ought to do, and this is my free advice, Rigathi Gachagua needs to start going to those constituencies, especially in the mountain, where he believes he has support. So where the member of parliament is not supporting him, he should have 2 or 3 people competing to remove that guy and work very closely with all of them. That way he will pile pressure, he will checkmate them. But if he continue, because I'm seeing a trend where the senator for Kirinyaga, Nyutu, the senator for Kiambu, the senator for Laikipia, and some other MPs like the Naivasha MPs, I'm seeing a situation where they are going to stamp their authority around Rigathi to an extent that even if they are unpopular on the ground, Rigathi will give them the ticket. And that's where it's going to have a problem. Because strong candidates will be picked against them. I don't know what to think. That's my take. This is Makwiny. Bye-bye.